Hello my friends, I'm excited to share this new die release with you because it's something a little different than we've done at the Stamps of Life before, which is always even more exciting for me. And I'm having so much fun with it. So here it is. And the fun thing about it is an alphabet set. Now it coordinates with our letters to color and our zebra for letters and outline for letters stamp sets. And look at how fantastic. It is the entire alphabet. And when you see the price, you're gonna be a little amazed because I really wanted to make sure that everybody could get this alphabet set. And I've been looking at different alphabet sets and I feel like, gosh, they're kind of a little expensive. So I wanted to make sure mine were a really good value. And I'm excited about it because not only do you get the entire alphabet, but you get an extra A, an extra E, an extra S, so you don't have to run it through so many times. Now, when I designed this, I kind of went back and forth on, should I make it individual letters or should I make it one piece of a die, like having it like this, or should it be like 26 little letters? And I pretty much came to the conclusion that it would be easier to run this through than trying to find, oh, where's that S? I know I have an S. Where's that T? I know I have a T, or losing it, because if you're like anything like me, I lose things all the time. So this way I was guaranteed that I wouldn't lose all the letters at the same time. It's just the one die, which is kind of fantastic. Now it's really easy to run through. Now because it's more of a thinlet than a framelit, you're actually going to run this through first and then stamp on top of it. So I'm going to run it through my machine just so you can see how easy it is to run through. Now of course this works in the Big Shot, the Big Kick, the Vagabond, the Big Shot Pro. It will also work in competitors' machines as long as it can take this width. And this width is, oh, let me estimate, it's about 5 inches. So as long as you can take about 5 inches in the wafer thin dies, your machine will be good to go. Now, of course, I'm using my Sizzix magnetic platform because it's my baby. I love it to pieces. So I'm gonna lay that down first. I'm also gonna lay down my cutting pad. Now you'll notice, this is another tip, because when the magnetic platform first came out, people were saying, oh, you can't use well-used cutting pads. Well, as you can see, this cutting pad is very well used, and I use it all the time for my magnetic platform. So you don't need to worry. It doesn't need to be a brand new. It's very strong, trust me. And I'm just gonna drop that. Did you hear that? That's how strong those magnets are. Look at this. That's how strong those magnets are. That is not going anywhere. You don't have to worry. I'm just holding the edges. I'm not holding the paper or the die itself. Okay, and then we're going to drop the cutting pad on top. Now, because I remember sometimes I always talk about the speed bumps, this is our tire on our car, and whenever you go over a speed bump, just really fast, straight over it, you kind of go vroom, 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 like that. It's always better when you're in your car to go a little bit at an angle, just a little bit, just so it's not so much wear on your car. Now you're not going to wear out your Big Shot machine, but it's just easier on the machine and you get better cuts if you have any straight lines that you don't go straight through and make a speed bump for your tires to go over. So we're going to turn this, because this has a lot of straight lines. I'm going to turn this just a little tiny bit, not much, and you'll see it's just not perfectly straight going in through the machine. So now I'm going to lay my second cutting pad on top, and then I'm going to run this through the machine. Now the cracking you hear is normal. That's just the blades going into the cutting pad. You're putting so much pressure on that the cutting blades that it has to go somewhere, so it goes into the cutting pad. That's how it's designed. Now, are you ready for the magic? Let's move that off to the side so we can see all this fun stuff. So I'm going to take that off my platform. Now this is kind of the handy part. It literally just kind of sticks in there. So when you're ready for a letter, this is kind of what I do. I say, like if I was going to say my name, I would punch out the S. So there's the S. Then I would punch out the T. There's the T. And then I'm going to punch out the E. There's the E. And the fun thing is you don't even need the stamps. If you don't have the stamps, or you don't want the stamps, or you don't want to use the stamps, you don't have to, because these letters still work without them. Then there's the P. I'm going to pop that out, and it has a little insert. So I'm just going to pull that through, P, and then let's find the H, H, and you don't want me to do my whole name, so I'll just do Steph, although I prefer Stephanie. I'll be honest, I prefer Stephanie, but there's the letters. Now I can punch out all of these other letters at any time. Sometimes I even like to save them in case I have another project and I don't want to have to run them through again. So have fun with this one because it is a lot of fun, and it even has a little period dot right there, just if you wanted to add a little dot, dot, dot. Let me show you my fun examples because I have a lot. Now this one is by Anna. And I love how she used our Christmas light die and some our embossed holly leaves there. And she just said simply joy. Isn't that pretty? Now this is a fun one, a camo one. And this one is by Emily. And she just did a simple hi with our zebra letters. Isn't that fun? Ooh, this one's pretty. This one's by Emily also. And she did Merry and then Christmas. I love it. This is a funny one. This is for with our faces stamp set. Emily again, LOL. I love it. Now this one is a pretty one. This one's by Kim, and I love how she colored in those letters to color with colors that matched her pattern paper that she used. Fantastic idea. Now here's a cute one that says hello, and I love how Kim just stamped those little flowers all over, and it says thinking of you. Now here's a cute one by Kim, and she did a standing sentiment, which I love. Oh, no pun intended, love. And I love how she colored in those dots. Now this one is interesting. This one is by Anna, and I love this one. I know it's kind of hard to see, and I'm going to show you what she did. She colored in, or she stamped hi, but you'll notice that there's an extra kind of texture here. Well, she used the outside piece of the die. So what she did was she popped all of these out. So let's pop all of those out really quick so I can show you. For the background of her card, she used the negative piece of this die, which is really fun because then you have the whole alphabet. I'm going to peel this away because technically this would be the trash that you would throw away. But according to Anna, no, it is not, which I love that. So we're just going to peel this away. Look how well that cut. Isn't that fantastic? And look at that. Now I can use this as the background of a card if I wanted, and Anna just used the hi for the hi on the card. Now make sure you check out our gallery, especially the stamp ideas using these stamps because there's lots of fun ideas in our gallery. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.